back, y'all. Here we are, tailgating with the fellas. We are back, part two. Today, now we're going to start, not today, but now we're going to start talking about the NBA. The NBA season is right upon us, and we are excited about what's going to happen. We're going to look at different teams. We're going to look at different divisions. We'll kind of give you a breakdown of what we believe the fans' perspective is on the NBA season. Go ahead, Mr. Watts. You got it.
Like I said, the NBA season will be here on Tuesday, first the opening season of the NBA. But my thing is, we're gonna hit the NBA the East first. My prediction for the East is like probably everybody else's. It's the Bulls and the Cavs. I think they are the elite of the NBA East. The East is still, I believe, is down. They're trying to get there, but I believe the Bulls and Cavs is going to be there with LeBron James going back to the Cavs with Love. I think by them getting Kevin Love, I think that's going to open up, because LeBron is one thing I can say about LeBron. He's an unselfish player. And so he's willing to pass the ball. So I think that's going to open the door for Kevin Love to shoot those threes, because he's going to drive and dish. But I also believe people think that LeBron's going to take control over Kyrie. I believe he's going to let Kyrie be Kyrie. I believe he's going to let Kyrie control the point guard and do what he needs to do and play that two guard spot. When it's time for him to play the guard, I think he's going to play the guard. But I think like I said, I think the Cavs is going to be up there. Right now, they have a new coach and Black, and I think his name is Blige or something like that. I can't get it correct. Can't pronounce it correctly. I'm sorry about that. but I think that that's gonna make a big difference because it's new, it's fresh. He's supposed to be an offensive minded coach. I think their defense, LeBron is going to help their defense. He's one of the best defensive players in the NBA now. So I think he's going to bring that defensive mentality, because when he was what helped him being at Miami under Pat Riley, under Spoelstra, it taught him about defense.
Yeah.
And so his having that defensive mentality, if you can't play defense, you can't win. You can score all day long with no defense. Look at Phoenix. With D'Antoni, they scored all the points all day long, but
Let's just not look at D'Antoni. Let's just not look at that.
But that's what I'm saying. Offense can win. Offense you can score, but if you can't play no defense, when I used to coach basketball, coach the teenagers and in the middle schools, I used to tell them, I said, I can teach a monkey to score, but I need someone to play defense. You can score 99 points. And the score can be 99 to 99. Whoever can play defense that last time to make that stop is going to win. So it's not about the offense, it's about defense. And
so you honestly believe, and we're going to switch, just kind of talk about the Bulls a little bit. There's Derrick Rose. You think he's going to be as healthy as he can possibly be? Because when he's healthy, he is probably the best point guard in the NBA. But he's had a couple of injuries this year. I haven't really checked into his status or how well he is. He going to be playing this year, or is he going to be?
Right now, Derrick Rose looking bomb. Derrick Rose is looking like Derrick Rose, and the thing is, his jump shot didn't improve. By him being off and not able to move and do what he needed to do, he had to work on that jump shot, and so he done got another weapon in his arsenal. And with the Bulls picking up Pau Gasol, I think that was a big pickup, because you got a big man that makes that center have to come out. Sure. They got a corn hustler and Joakim Noah. Noah is one of those players that you want on your team that does all the dirty work and the hard work, does all the stuff that nobody else want to do. Yeah. The one that jump in the stands, the one that climb on top of their head, they do whatever they need to do. And I think Rose is what make that team go. But I think Noah is what make that team win. Because of his actions.
Noah's the heart and soul of the team, man. He's definitely that guy that every NBA team should have. It's that guy that's, like you said, is going to do the dirty work. And one thing I like about Noah is that Noah's not afraid of anybody. I remember one game Noah got in LeBron James' face, and was like, look, I don't care who you are, I don't care how many shoe deals you got, I don't care, whatever who you think you are. Noah's not afraid of these elite athletes. He's not afraid to get in their face. And for those of you who don't know, his dad actually is Yannick Noah. Now, Yannick Noah used to play tennis, and he's from France, and he is a French Open winner. Yannick Noah, look it up, y'all. Just a little bit tidbit. Just wanted to kind of Put that out there.
Also, the Bulls
You know what I'm
got-
saying? A little bit of history.
Yeah, but
Help the people. You know what I'm saying?
They don't understand.
Okay.
See where he going. He can't cheer for the Oakland Raiders, can't cheer for the Lakers, so he got to bring us some tennis. 'Cause that's all he had.
Tennis. That's
So-
all I got left. Yannick Noah. Peace
So-
to Yannick Noah.
But also I think they picked up McDermott from Connecticut in the draft, and I think by Rose being back, it's going to open up shots for McDermott, who's a 3-point shooter all day long.
Yeah.
And so I think it's going to open up shots for him. So I believe the Bulls right now, because their coach, he preaches defense. He comes from Doc
Oh,
Rivers.
yeah.
When
Yeah.
he was with Doc Rivers,
Yes.
that's who
Yes.
taught Doc about defense. And so Chicago Bulls about defense, plus they got an offense. I think Chicago Bulls right now is the more complete team
Yes.
in the East.
Yeah.
Now you look at the Knicks, they got a new coach with Derek Fisher.
First-year coach,
But you still have the fiery, want all the shots players. You have J.R. Smith, you have Carmelo Anthony, you have Amari Stoudemire that's coming off 95 knee surgeries.
Not 95. Definitely.
but you know what I'm saying. When Amari Stoudemire was in his prime,
He was a beast.
He was a beast.
Yeah.
And he said he's feel better than he ever felt before. But
You know,
also
just a
learn
little
to
side
know-
note, and I don't know if this is correct. They said he takes baths now in red wine.
That's what I heard, but I'm not touching that one. I thought wine
just
was
saying.
supposed to be for drinking,
Me
but they
too.
say it's good for his body and his joints. So I'm not touching that
He's
one.
taking baths in red wine.
But if them knees and stuff is messed up like they are, he gonna take a
Don't
lot of
nobody-
red wine
Look,
baths.
don't nobody out there getting no idea from this whole red wine thing. I don't want some of y'all that got bunions and you got arthritis in your back. Don't go out buying no wine and taking baths in it. I think if you're gonna get the wine, he's probably taking baths in expensive
That's
wine.
what I'm saying. Is that real high dollar wine?
Of course,
that
he
taking
ain't
the bath
taking
in?
he ain't taking no baths in no Boone's Farm or Mad Dog. I don't believe that's what he taking baths in.
The red at Wild Irish Rose.
Yeah, you take a bath in Wild Irish Road, bro, you gonna have more problems in your back and your knees. Trust me.
So he
But I digress.
So we hope he's not drinking the water after you get through taking a bath, you know.
That ass, look, that has a whole brand new meaning to. I'm gonna drink your bath water. That's a whole brand new meaning to that. I just want to put that out there.
But
anyhow,
back to the thing. But I think Tyson Chandler, by them losing Tyson Chandler, is gonna make a big difference for the Knicks.
Yeah.
I think Tyson Chandler was their rebounder, but he was hurt a lot last year. I think them having to learn the triangle offense.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's going to play a big part. If they buy into the triangle offense, and that's the whole thing, you have to be willing to buy into the triangle offense. If you buy into the triangle, if you're a Shaq talks about a lot that about buying into the triangle offense. Everybody on the
Everybody
team
on the same.
has to buy into the triangle offense. And so, but I think the sleeper, people say the Heat is not, we know the Heat is not going to be who the Heat is.
No.
Will the Heat make the playoffs? Yes. If Dwayne Wade stay healthy, and they got Luol Deng, if Luol Deng is Luol Deng like it was in Chicago, and if Bosh can come back and be Bosh of Toronto, I think the Heat will be there. They have Danny Granger.
Yeah.
Danny Granger, he's back 2 years after being off with the knee injury. I think he's coming back in shape. I think that's going to make a big difference.
Yeah.
You know, Chalmers is stepping up a little bit more. We don't know how he's going to work, but if Chalmers step up, you know, and then they got the young man from Connecticut this year.
Yeah.
They drafted him, so I think that's going to make a big difference.
I think it
with the
will.
Heat.
I think it's going to benefit. LeBron leaving is going to help the other players to develop.
Yeah.
You know, the guys like Chalmers and those. It gives them. What's the guy Norris Cole with the
Yeah.
box
Yeah,
fit?
Norris Cole.
It's going to give them an opportunity to develop, because what happens is when you have that superstar, everybody leans on him to make
Right.
the play. Now that he's gone, you have an opportunity to get better. You have an opportunity to create. But going back to the triangle, the triangle offense, the key to the triangle with Phil Jackson was, if you look at the two teams that he was most successful with the triangle offense, Los Angeles and Chicago. The triangle offense is perfect because it teaches you to be disciplined. But when things break down, you have to have a Michael Jordan and you have to have a Kobe Bryant to be able to create their own shot.
Right,
And
right.
I don't know, and I'm not ranking Carmelo Anthony up there. I just don't see that. He has those games where he can dominate, but in some games he can't shoot it in the ocean. So, but my concern is it when that triangle offense breaks down, who's going to be the guy that's going to create the shot? Who's going to be the guy that when it falls apart, because it does, and because Jordan took over, Kobe took over when it didn't have, when the triangle
But
wasn't working. So
Tim Hardaway Jr. is nice. He has a nice game. He can take you off the dribble, and it's his second year. His second year in the league, and I think he's going to be a lot improved this year.
is he as nice as his dad? Tim Hardaway, y'all know Tim Hardaway created the crossover. Y'all know that.
He don't have the handles as his dad, but he can handle the rock. He's good. I believe he's going to make a big difference.
Okay.
But the Knicks will the Knicks make the playoffs? I think so, because the East is the weakest. And I think if they were in the West, no. But because they're in the East, I believe the Knicks will make the playoffs. But I think the sleeper team is going to be the Nets. The Nets are going to be the sleeper team. They got Lionel Hollins.
You just said the Nets.
They got Lionel Hollins, who used to be the coach for the Memphis Grizzlies. And you see what he did with Memphis. Memphis wasn't very talented. They had Gasol, and they had Debo.
But I give you that. But who's on the Nets roster?
But you got, if Darren Williams it all predicates on Darren Williams and Lopez. If them two players can stay healthy, Lopez is one of the best big men in the game. And he's a true big man. He's a true big man that right around that 10, 15-foot area that can do something.
Can dominate.
And can dominate, yeah. And so if Lopez can stay healthy, if Darren Williams can come in shape and ready to play, they still have Kevin Garnett. How much can he give them? I don't know. He might not be able to give them too much.
I saw Kevin Garnett play in the playoffs.
But what he gives them is experience and toughness. He cannot score and do the things on the court like he used to, which nobody after years can't do what they used to. But he gives them the experience and that wisdom and that toughness that I think they need for this team. And so, and then they also got Joe Johnson. Joe Johnson's still there, and Jarrett Jack. Jarrett Jack is an underrated point guard. Jarrett Jack is a beast. He's one of, when Golden State got rid of Jarrett Jack, I think it took their team down a little bit. Yeah. Jarrett Jack is a nice little guard. So I think the Nets are the sleeper team. They still have a little bit of a bench, and so I think they're going to be the sleeper team of the group. You have the Washington Bullets. I think the Washington Bullets, by them getting Paul Pierce. Paul Pierce is coming to the Washington Bullets, which is going to give them some, once again, the Kevin Garnett effect. Going to give them some experience, some wisdom. It's going to help them. Last year, if they had a Paul Pierce, I think they would have went further because the maturity factor. He would have calmed them down. Yeah. You know, they got two of the best. They got Bills and they have
Walls.
They have Walls.
Yeah.
And those are two of the best backcourts in the game.
Yeah.
And so I think, and then they have Washington Bullets have the players. So though they will be in the playoffs also, and if they can ever get past that hump, they're gonna be a force to be reckoned with. Now, will they make it to the finals? No, I think the finals will be the Bulls and the Cavs in the East. Okay. Now, who come out of there? I don't know. All depends on how much the Cavs gel towards the end of the year, how they're doing, how they're gelling, and whether Rose get hurt. I think if Rose get hurt, Bulls don't have a chance in the finals. But if it's mano a mano, strength against strength, and if the Cavs gel, I think the Cavs will come out the East.
We'll see. But now let's do something what I like to call go West. Now we're going to talk about the Western Conference.
But we'll talk about that in 2 minutes.